This is the MMO Show, episode 27, recorded on Friday, February 12th, 2016.
Hello, podcast listener. My name is Islaine, and I'm the host of Couch Potatoes. Joined by my co-host Jewel, we take an unfiltered look at the gaming world, featuring viewpoints and opinion from all corners of the globe. We talk about what we've been playing, news and social issues that surround the industry, make fun of idiots on the internet, and highlight folks from our blogging community. Couch Potatoes is a weekly podcast with new episodes releasing each Friday. You can find our show at couchpotatoes.libsyn.com. We are also a member of TGen, otherwise known as the Gaming and Entertainment Network, where you'll find a multitude of high-quality shows. TGen can be found at tgenetwork.net. Thanks for listening, and as always, happy gaming.
All right, party people.
We're playing as life allows and podcasting about it. It's the MMO Show.
That's not good.
No.
We ready?
All right, ready?
You started!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, the hype is real. This is the MMO Show, episode 27. And tonight we have Brent.
Howdy! I'm here. I am now here.
We have Jason.
Hello. I don't know what to do.
And we have Steve. You just say hi like usual.
Hi.
Hi, Jason. How's it going, Jason?
Brent has thrown you all
Hey.
off, hasn't he? Like,
It's glorious, Brent.
for those of you enjoying our audio version of our podcast, Brent has he has done a character creation of himself. Clearly, it is a twin of himself.
Isn't it
In-
spot on?
in Black Desert, and he's using that as his webcam, but he only has the mouth cut out that he's like moving. So it's
You're giving away the magic. Don't give away the
Brent.
magic.
It's Brent. It's totally Brent. Brent, clearly you're drinking. What are you drinking?
I am drinking. That's hard to do the drink thing. I'm actually doing a Fireball mixed with some. What's the opposite of root beer? I always forget the.
Ginger ale?
Ginger ale?
No, the vanilla
Beer?
Water?
Cream soda.
cream soda.
I don't
Isn't that the opposite of root beer?
It's not an opposite.
No.
Is it the same family?
I was
Like, what is
trying-
that?
I was trying to think, like, what in Brent's mind would be opposite of root beer?
Well, I mean, it's okay. It's like a wood elf and a city elf.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's mixed together. It's
Okay.
very, very
Good.
delightful.
It would be good.
What are you drinking?
Me? I have a Merlot,
Yeah.
as per you. And, Jason.
Yeah, I have a Miller Lite
Also,
in a can.
all of a sudden you sound terrible. What are you doing over there?
I don't know.
Okay.
He jumped in the Miller Lite.
Yeah, it's
The-
clearing up now.
the can.
That's good. Worms have.
Coney Island root beer.
Or yeah, there you go. So not the opposite of root beer, but
Not the opposite of
evil
root beer.
twin of root beer.
Have you ever tried Coney Island cream soda?
No, they should make that. That would be
Mhm.
delicious.
I
No,
would
this
drink.
is the dirty uncle of root beer.
I would drink the junk out of some naughty cream soda.
Hell yeah, cream soda is delicious.
Oh yeah.
Did someone say dirty uncle?
I heard I heard that if you mix Fireball with cream soda, it makes like or was it ginger? I think it was cream soda. Yeah, it's cream soda and Fireball. It tastes like Cinnabon.
That is why my wife made this to begin with. It
tried
doesn't quite taste
Nope.
like Cinnabon.
It's a lie. I
Is
tried it. It's good, but it's a lie. It doesn't taste like a Cinnabon.
It's a lie.
Lies. So I forgot to do the. Oh, you know what I forgot to do?
What did you forget to do, Shannon?
I forgot to do the what are you drinking image. But
Oh, the image. I thought
Yeah.
you were gonna say theme music or something. But
no, we do have an image for what are you drinking, but anyway, everyone got to enjoy that a little late. So tonight's before we go into stuff, let's do a what are you up to? Let's give people. We're not trying to drag this out. We do have some Black Desert beta keys. We've got about 15, in case you're wondering how many we actually have to give out.
15 million
15.
coming your way. 15 million.
1-5. How many people are in the chat room?
They all get one.
Are there 4 people in the chat room?
No, there's 7 right now.
7? Okay, yeah.
So if anyone who wants one right now, you might get one.
Yeah, like what we're gonna do, we're not trying to drag it out. We are gonna do it right after the "What are you up to" segment that we're about to do. We just want to give people a chance to get into the chat, so we make sure that we're including everyone who wants one. So we will do the giveaway right after this segment. And I kind of think we tweeted it out like enough today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't have to tweet it again. Cool.
No.
And it's in our topic. I mean,
No.
my God.
I know we're going to do that after what we've been playing. But for my playing segment, I watched Return of the King, and I want to talk about it scene by scene. If that's okay.
The director's cut, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I want to go through and talk about each scene. So the first scene, there's like these credits. What did you guys think about that?
Font work was good.
Okay.
The music, a little too, I don't know, elven.
Let's go through all the other fonts they could have used.
Hey,
I
Brent.
really like Arial.
You have Wingdings.
Wingdings. Lord of the Wingdings.
Times New Roman.
Courier.
One wingding to
Which
rule them
let me
all.
just quickly talk about Courier. Courier font and I have a great relationship
Mm-hmm.
because in grad school we had to go by APA format to write term papers, and there was this one teacher I had all 2 years, and every end of semester we had to write a 20 to 30 page research paper, and it had to adhere to APA format, which everyone used Times New Roman or Times Roman. I can't remember exactly what that one's called. But if you typed everything up in Times New Roman, say it was like 16 pages in Times New Roman, if you put it to Courier, that thing went up to like 26, and it was APA format. So I did many a paper with that.
So
And if you change the font to like 72 size, holy
we'll see.
crap.
Generally, they
It
have.
had to use the same. Yeah, I think it was like 18 or 20. It was like you had to use the same font size.
It's
but it still-
stipulations on margins and all that.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's
So-
like the government could save billions of dollars if they just switched to this font or that font.
yeah.
That's what one of my research papers was about.
Was it true?
No, it ended up not being. Actually,
Oh.
I didn't even. I'm not sure. I didn't fully research.
I don't
it.
think he actually
Sounds like a
has
terrible
degree.
research paper.
Yeah.
Because my opinion is just quit printing anything. Talk about don't worry about the fonts. Just quit printing. Period.
Jason.
Mhm.
What are you
up to?
drinking?
No,
Oh
we
wait,
have to-
no,
yeah.
we're
What are you up to? What's going on?
I am up
What's
to
with you?
Star Wars: Old Republic had Chapter 10 come out this past week, and for subscribers, it might be out for normies. All us subscribers call them. It might be out for normies now. I don't
Is
know.
that what you guys do? Hang out
Yeah.
at the space
We all
station?
hang out in the one special room in the fleet that only us school people can access, and we talk about that stuff.
And fonts.
up in the VIP lounge.
Yes. Yep. So I got to play some of it. I had some issues. I had a new monitor that had a different resolution, and Old Republic does not like you switching resolution size. So it took me
Did
about
they
an
send
hour.
someone to your house?
No, they didn't.
Threaten to break your
I know.
kneecaps.
Can you explain how it does not like it?
So I jumped up in resolution with the new monitor, and every time I would load it, it would just it would kick my overall desktop down to like 800 resolution, and try to run in the resolution that I had previously. So it took me a while to figure out. I ended up having to kick my resolution down to 800 like natively on my monitor, and then go in and change it to the resolution in game. That's the only way I could get it to load. Get that up to my current monitor, and then go back and reconfigure my monitor settings, then relaunch the game. It's a big pain in the ass, but ended up working out.
That sounds
But-
terrible.
Yeah, it was. But actually, once I got to play Chapter
Sounds
10,
tedious.
Chapter 10, if you liked all the other chapters, it's still really good.
Yeah.
It introduces a new companion, which they've kind of been advertising, with all their stuff lately. But I haven't
Commercials,
got
advertisements.
Yes.
Marketing.
I haven't unlocked the new companion right now, but the whole storyline like initially centers on doing that. So it seems really cool. Same production values that the other stuff has. So if you liked any of the other chapters, it's it's gonna keep me subbing for a little bit, and then I don't know when the next chapter is scheduled to come out, but I'm really liking that stuff.
Cool.
Try it out. What's the month? What do you get for the month thing? Like last one was a jetpack.
So I got the jetpack. I'm not sure what the next. There's a whole schedule. I don't know what. I can't remember.
So you
with
get
that
like a
one.
big toy every month that you're subscribed?
Yes.
And the first one was a backpack that had jets.
Yeah, it replaces your mount.
I
It's
swear to God, that song gets stuck in my head
Ah.
for days on end. You son of a... You know that! I think I've complained
I
about
do.
that so many times!
What song is this?
We'll talk about it after the
My
show.
backpacks got jets. I'm Boba, the fat... That one.
Oh,
that
I
one.
never heard it. I think we should
Oh,
play
you're
it.
a liar! Everybody's heard it.
I'm not everybody.
But anyways, what's
You're
the
a
next
liar.
big toy you said?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
There's a whole schedule. I think like out till next fall. About every month you sub, you get something. I'm not sure. I know that there is a HK55 companion, which I don't know if that's an older reward or one that just became unlocked, but it gives you a notice when you log in that that's available.
Mhm.
I think that's a newer one, and you have to do some story stuff to get it.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think that's the one I got when I was playing.
The HK55.
Yeah. I think it was the robot dude.
Mhm.
Robots.
I will say when you put on that jetpack mount, like your legs go crazy whichever direction you're going. It looks like an unwieldy piece of shit. It's pretty cool.
What do you think that thing runs on?
Probably D's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or C's. One of those.
Oh, I thought you were saying D's as in diesel.
Oh.
Like these nuts.
I was thinking D's nuts too, Brent. Like my
You
brain.
got dirty minds.
Let's see. Are you all set there on the what you doing then, pal?
Let's do it.
Yep. That's
All
pretty
right.
much.
That's cool. Steve,
Hi.
what you doing, pal? What's your week been like? Tell me about your gaming endeavors that are MMO related only
Oh.
at this
Oh.
point.
Oh. MMO related.
You wrote a thing down.
I did. As
Tell me about this. It's interesting.
the inevitable, I can't say that word.
Say it. Say it.
Inevitable betrayal of Neverwinter.
Yeah, we knew it was coming.
It was as soon as I started
Looking
okay.
at another
Yeah.
woman.
looking at this woman, with these really nice legs and nice
Character creations.
character creation features, which oddly enough, given the possibilities of what I will be playing in the game, speaking of it as a woman, it might be accurate. Looking at Black Desert Online more and getting more hyped about that with the release coming in less than a month now. That's all I really want to play. I mean, I finally downloaded the character creation, and I think dinking around with that the past couple nights, that's enough to make me kind of look at Neverwinter, and that's the old woman. I don't want that.
Yeah. You gotta trade in for that younger model.
I know.
Oh, poor Neverwinter. You know,
honestly,
you always go. We always go back to our old games, though.
We do.
Eventually.
We have a rotation going. It seems.
Yeah. So
It's not always the same rotation. It doesn't
don't-
go the same cycle.
bag on her too much because you might be crawling back to it. You never know.
It could be.
Yeah, and then she'll be making
so-
fun of you when you get there, and
Yeah. So that series, that YouTube series, the
That one episode.
one episode.
That's not a series if it's one
You're,
episode.
So that's
it's a
done.
one-off.
That was just like a one-time look what I can do thing, right?
I think so. You know what? It showed me how to put together a video. And so maybe if there's something in Black Desert that I'd like to make a series out of, I at least have a little bit of experience going in.
Awesome.
That's my positive spin on this. That's the managerial positive spin.
I think my series on doing the various, not not player-made quests, but the actual game quest. I think my series of 1 is complete as well. So,
Yeah?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do more of me now. So since we're kind of already talking about it, but
Sure.
because
Yeah.
I've been
Shannon in the morning.
I've just been doing the BDO character creation and stuff because I'm all a tingle with anticipation as well. And
You've been streaming it.
I've been streaming a countdown and just like using that to like do my character creation and stuff and chatting with people as I pop in, and it's been kind of fun. I've been having a good time with that. And it's not hugely popular because I mean it's countdown and character creation, but when people are in there chatting, it's fun. So cool beans.
So
Cool beats.
have you landed on like what you want to play when
No.
like no?
No.
Is that
No.
mostly because of lack of playing the game to
Yeah,
see
like
for
I don't
yourself?
know like exactly how this is gonna work out, so I'm not really sure. I'm thinking I like the description of the tamer,
Mhm.
but they look 12. So
That's the best years for taming.
yeah, it is. And I like the witch a little bit, but I have to go in and create something because I didn't save my character file when I made her.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Like I
Uh-oh.
saved the character, but you have to save that character file, right?
Well, if you save the character, I think it'll be there for that. I think saving the file is so you can kind of transfer it later. So maybe you can
But
still
don't I
save
need-
it.
Don't I need to? Well, you know what? I'll figure it out in beta. If I don't have access to him in the beta, I'll know I have to remake her, right?
Well, I think like go into the character creator now and then save it.
I have to remake her though. You can't go
Oh,
back
I thought you
into.
saved the character.
I did, but you can't go back into a character. Like I can't go back in
Oh.
and save that file. Like once it's saved, it's just like a character on the screen.
Oh,
What are you wanting to go back into her for?
Well, there were a few adjustments I wanted to make. Like I
I
didn't
see.
realize, and then also to save that character file,
Right.
which like that actual.
you got a month. You'll figure
Yeah.
out something better.
That was only an hour and a half of my time. It's fine.
Right.
It's no big deal. I'm sure with the endless possibilities in the character creation, I can duplicate it, no problem. So,
Endless.
but I'm
There's
thinking
so-
I'm thinking witch sounds cool. The sorceress looks awesome, but I'm thinking I like the witch a little better.
Mhm.
What about the warrior?
It's
What's
a-
wrong with a warrior?
It has a penis. I don't know. I'm not into that.
That is true.
Yeah, I want to play a girl. And I hate that it's gender locked. That is my one beef with Black Desert is that gender locking. I don't get why.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
Why?
super strange.
But anyway, Brent,
Yes.
what have you been doing this?
I've actually, well, I played some BDO character creation,
Yeah.
if that's what you call it. Spent hours upon hours making Drew Barrymore.
I was there. We started that after last week's episode. Yeah.
She's difficult to make the creator. And then it crashed, so I lost all of it.
I actually took a photo of it though. I have a photo of
Uh-oh.
you doing that. It's on our Instagram. Did you know we have an Instagram?
I do now.
Yeah, we have an Instagram. And I took a picture of you, and it's got like you, and you're making your character, and you have half of Drew Barrymore's face and half of the character. It's pretty cool. It's a good shot. I'm pretty proud of myself.
It got much better than that, I'm sure.
Probably. But
It's,
you know what I did last week?
Almost looks just like her.
I totally forgot to turn off the stream. So
Oh.
I streamed this room like all night long. I woke up the next morning. I was like, oh, good. I have 11 hours of video files. That is awesome.
It's like
Exactly what I
it's like
wanted.
part of Night Trap, where it's just a room that nothing happens. in.
Yeah, and, I mean, the cat may have walked by a few times. I'm not really sure.
Did you go back and watch it? See someone
No.
sleepwalking?
Did any
No.
augurs walk in?
No, and I didn't even look to see because it was like morning pre-coffee morning. That's how like I was just like zombied out already. And I came in and I was like, ah, crap, and I just turned it off. I didn't even look to see if anyone was in there to like acknowledge and say, oops, sorry guys, or anything. But
I thought
So.
you probably could have saw a neighbor come in and like put their penis on your keyboard.
why would a neighbor come? There's no way.
I don't know.
Getting
I don't know. But
What's
you don't
happening?
Know,
What do you think
you
happens?
don't know if
in
it
our
didn't
house?
happen now, though.
Well, I do because
What do you do to your neighbor's keyboard?
I know we
I
have
think that's what we got to be asking.
we have two huge dogs. We would know if anyone was in this house at any point in time.
But you don't know for sure.
I do. They bark at the guy like 2 houses down going out to his car. If someone's in the house, they're gonna be all over him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rough.
Yeah. All right, let's do this giveaway. This is.
Yeah.
Are we set for that? I'm sorry, Brent. I cut you off. Did you have more?
I was going to talk about flying and WoW, but who really cares? And some Diablo 3. But let's get to these beta keys.
We'll talk about that after the beta keys. How about that? Because we were talking about
sure.
a lot of this.
Yeah, we got a lot of people waiting.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh, how many?
Yeah,
More than there was before.
53 people waiting.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so. Well, Hardways, you're a moderator. Did you know that? No, we didn't.
Well, you are now.
I didn't even know that.
Well, I didn't know that. Let's see.
He's taking this responsibility very seriously, and you guys don't even know.
God bless it. So,
Well,
yeah.
we appreciate it, and we appreciate you. I don't think people say that enough, so...
Who, Hardways?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dumb.
sure. Yes, we do.
All right, this is where I need you guys to do all the talking that we talked about.
Oh, okay, so...
Yeah.
So what do y'all want to talk about?
So how are you going to do this giveaway?
Well, I told you. Can you fill them in while I do it?
Oh, good God, I don't remember what
I
you
didn't
said.
tell you. I told Jason at dinner.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
No, that was a long time ago.
It was 2
that
hours
was
ago.
a couple of years ago.
This is so much work.
So there's codes that are being given away right now.
This isn't working.
Yeah, it's not going to be like where we throw out codes and you guys have to punch them in. So
No,
don't.
all I'm gonna do is take everyone who's in the chat room at this moment, but it keeps not letting me copy and paste. It's really
We are going
annoying.
to pick winners randomly
Random.
and then
Okay.
message you so that your key is yours and it's not something that people have to like copy paste quickly into
Nope.
a thing.
So this is where you guys got to keep talking.
So
while I do
let
this.
me, while Shannon's doing
So
that, let me
do you
talk
guys know what
about,
class you guys are playing?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, we can have that discussion. Well, because
That's
of the gender
It's
locking,
a very smooth way to go into it.
that we can have that discussion.
Yes.
Let's talk about the thing.
Let's talk about this for many hours.
Yes.
While she's taking care of the beta key thing, the gender locking thing is kind of a bummer. Like Shannon said, I'm not one to play the opposite sex in my games.
Right.
Probably much for the same reason Shannon is. It's when I'm putting a character of mine in a game, I want it to, I don't know, extension of myself, so to speak. But I don't have an issue like if other people do. Like it's never bothered me. We know people that do it and.
Yeah.
Whatever. I get the whole something better to look at thing for the nicer looking sex of the two. If you are a guy that wants to play a girl, whatever. But maybe it's like more deep set and psychological than that. Because I remember back playing like EverQuest, and there was a friend of mine that played the game that ended up having a. I think we've all heard this story before. Married a person in game, had a big ceremony and everything, and then a month or two later found out it was a guy.
Yeah.
I thought, I was like, did I tell him this story?
Oh,
Did that happen to you?
Well, I was the girl, like,
Oh,
and so, and this
Wait,
guy,
are you
wanted to
serious?
date, and he kept wanting like, and I was like, I don't want to like,
That's weird,
talk
right?
dirty to you, but he kept
and
like,
that's what was happening to this guy. Oh, like, what was your name?
Philia. It's not a good one. Vfelia. I was his name was True Hayes. Do you know a True Hayes? He's an
I
enchanter.
don't think that was his
this would
name.
be hilarious. My God.
That would be hilarious, but no, I don't think that was his name.
And then I knew Vinya was another one, and it was like it's all the dark elf chicks. You got to watch out for them. They're all guys. I'm telling you.
I
Got a whole
think the
clique.
lady that
I was
he
a
ended
girl.
up marrying in game was either a wood elf chick or a high elf chick. I think it was a high elf, but I think he was a wood elf.
I
Mm.
could see it. But yeah, and like thinking back, I don't really know why I picked a female character. Like my first character was like a male wood elf bard, and we died in the Nectalos, the dark elf like forest.
Okay.
And we were trying to get our corpses back, but couldn't because there were guards. So we ended up just making Teardoll, which are dark elves. If you didn't know, that's some history lesson there. to run out and get our corpses and get our stuff, and we're like, hey, this is a cool area. Let's just go ahead and keep playing these characters. So maybe I just made it on a whim. But yeah, that was the character I played for the longest time there.
Wow. Well, that was an interesting voyage in tangent territory. But yeah, the Black Desert Online, the locked sexes thing. I really want to play a Valkyrie.
Yeah, that was the one that I looked at too, because it seems like the kind of healer friar type.
I want to play the big dude with the
Berserker?
the berserker with the two big old axes and stuff.
Yeah. That's probably what I will settle on, at least initially, but but like kind of like you said, we're gonna have to go through and play the characters, hopefully in beta.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So no one's playing a warrior.
Not yet. That might be that's my like choice number 3. So
Okay. Yeah. So how this is gonna work is I have everyone's name written down. The moderator Hardways is okay because he's not really part of the. I mean, he's a moderator. I don't know why, but he is. But
doing a fine job too.
Yeah, but he's not one of like the co-hosts or anything. So he's still in the competition, I guess. And then I have everyone's name written down. So now, what each of you, since we have 15 to give away, you don't know what order I wrote them down in, and scramble. Just
Can
to
we
make
get the wheel out? Are we spinning the wheel?
No. I'm just doing this so that way it's kind of more. There we go. It's a little more random, so that way you're not like, picking necessarily. If you pick 1 through 5, it's not all A, B, C, D. You know what I mean? So what we're gonna do is each of you pick 5 numbers at random between 1 and 43. Steve, give me 5 numbers.
5. 6.
Oh, jeez.
Faster, please.
20. 21. 42.
Ah!
42 is the right number.
It is.
Brent, give me 5 numbers between 1 and 43 that are not the ones that Steve said.
He just took all mine.
I'll Family Feud style. I'll like.
Tell me if I get one that you said, because I have 12.
Okay.
23.
Okay.
41.
Okay.
Not the Price is Right, man.
2.
Okay. One more.
29.
All right. We have not picked anything in the 30s yet. Jason, no pressure there, but.
How many numbers?
5.
And can you go through all of them that have been taken?
No.
Okay. 43.
Okay.
30.
All right.
33.
All right.
37.
Okay.
39.
All right. Those are the winners. I'm going to line them up now.
Did I win one? Did I get one?
You won nothing.
eligible.
Nothing.
Funny if all 4 of us.
I'm gonna announce them, and then I'm going to whisper them each their code so that it's all safe and secure.
Like you're gonna get them all on a TeamSpeak server and whisper to them?
No, you can just
Their ear?
whisper someone in the chat.
Everyone who thinks
that's the easy way.
number 43.
I can just right click on their name and whisper them. That way it's
We're gonna
it's
come to
secure.
their house, knock on their door,
Whisper in their
have
ear.
them come outside, then whisper softly in their ear.
Shh, don't be scared. Don't be scared.
7X-Y-8-7
A lot
dash
more people show up than I
Q
thought.
R.
But... All right.
This isn't a real code, by the way. Sorry.
And it's not in alphabetical order. I chopped and stuff, so.
Yeah, and while you're here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Well, yeah, we're not making people. That's the one thing I do kind of want to mention. Like, I know, like that's the popular thing to do, but I was actually reading on Reddit the other day, and someone mentioned like it is bull crap that people like make you jump through hoops and follow me here and follow me there and retweet this and retweet that, and like I just want to code, and I'm here, and you're just basically like humiliating me, like making me do all this crap, and it's like it actually made them like want to follow that person less. Like you are done as soon as I get this from you, because you've made this cheap and tawdry, and I don't want to be a part of anything you're doing.
But we are cheap and tawdry.
So I don't want to make anyone do stuff like that. We have codes.
It's just random.
I want to give them out. I want people to enjoy the game.
We're not making you guys do any work other than be
No.
here to get your names copied down. So
well, I mean, I don't. Yeah, like.
And I would like to wish each and every one of you good luck.
4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, the winners are everyone. You'll have to stay in the chat room while I whisper you, and Slurms, you'll need to conduct the remaining portion of the podcast while I do all my whisperings.
sure.
All right, cool. But the winners are Neroverse and Rayscub and Schoolboy Nake. I'm not gonna say these right because they're weird. Vibes Jr., Desabrace 2, Destructionlel, .ovt, .ovt, .avit. I don't know how you say that. Humdrumified, Hydrolac, Jakota. Oh man, Louis Kablooey. Yeah, I got that eventually. Light Elk, Maeve MP, McBlight, and Molly1551. Those are our 15 winners for the live portion of our giveaway. And I'll be sending you a PM here shortly through the
So
Twitch channel. While
your name was called. Stay in the chat so she can whisper
so
you
I can
your
give
code.
Because that's how you're getting your code.
Yeah. And if anybody leaves, we'll give them away the other ones here.
Yeah, because the other thing is I'm going to whisper you and say, hi, are you there? You need to answer me. So I know that you didn't just like log in, and like I need to know you're there so I can give it away to you. So like just say hi back to me and I'll give you a code so I know you got it. Cool? All right.
Yep. Wish we had more to give away, but that's what we were given.
We do have more to give away, but not today.
Well,
and then later, if you're still around, I'm gonna get the names from her, and I'm gonna see if any of y'all want to run me through some Diablo 3 dungeons. I need some levels, some Paragon
We're going
levels.
to talk about that in a second. I did want
That'll
to.
be later.
The rest of you who maybe didn't win at this point, and any of you listening to our audio version or watching our YouTube later version, we have saved 5 other codes for you to win. So all you have to do is email us at themmmoshow@gmail.com. Email is actually part of the email address, email.themmmoshow@gmail.com, by noon Eastern Standard Time on February 17th. And we're going to choose randomly 5 people from that email us. Then we're going to email those winners a beta key by 3 p.m. that same day, and that will give you all evening to download the beta client, and you'll be all set to play when the closed beta 2 test starts on February 18th at 3 a.m. if you are so inclined. So we just kind of wanted to save a few because the majority of our listeners are audio listeners that get it not live. So we wanted to make sure we were able to include them in the giveaway as well. But you are strapped by time a little bit here. So
Yeah, and this goes for everybody but French Canadians. Unfortunately, you cannot have any contest up there. Not
Really?
our fault.
Are you serious?
No, I'm just
Oh.
saying stuff.
I don't know. I have a code.
I'm trying to be
give it you.
humorous over here. It's not working.
I'm sorry. You can
I'll
do
the screen
whatever you
thing
want.
again.
You get the code. Whatever happens to the code after that's not my problem.
We don't care if you're Canadian. You get the code.
All right, so I'm going to start messaging people. If you guys want to continue with the
Sure.
Diablo segment or news or whatever, go for it.
do you want to hit on Diablo 3 before we move on, Brent?
Sure.
New seasonal
know.
stuff?
Yeah, done the seasonal stuff. Have y'all played any of that?
No, I'm not a big top-down action RPG guy.
I'm not either, and I hated Diablo 3 when it first came out, like the run through, and the seasonal stuff. Like, it's a lot of the same, but just I have some friends that are playing it, so I'm kind of joining them.
Mhm.
It seems to be more it's a lot easier. Like you're killing a ton of stuff. You can ramp up the difficulty to like Torment 10, and then you like die in one hit and weird crazy stuff. But the equipment's just insane, and like so it's like all this just amped up crazy crap, and I think that's what I think's kind of fun about it. Like I don't know if I'll enjoy it more than a couple more weeks until BDO is out.
Right. Are you mostly playing alongside friends?
Yes, this week. Well, half and half, because I kind of played it on my own, just kind of learned some stuff, but had some a friend who wanted to get me to 70, so he basically ran me through some crap, and like you get to 70 like so fast now. That way.
Yeah. I go in spurts with that game. I love it and play it for a few weeks at a time, and then kind of take like a month break. But yeah, I was someone who bought that game when it first came out, and it is so much better now than it was back then. It's like not even the same game anymore.
Yeah, I definitely agree. That's all my Diablo stuff.
Haha, I figured it out.
Good job.
No, it's not, because it's going to go to everybody if I whisper it. You know what? I have to just turn off the chat on the screen. All I do
Okay.
is, and that's all.
Good luck.
Yeah. Boom. There. So
wanna-
that's cool. That way no one else gets the code.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you don't want to do that where
Okay.
everyone sees it.
Yeah. So can
The
you guys
race.
can just to confirm real quick? Can you guys see the message that I sent to JBJ Blaze? That's a whisper, right? Only JBJ Blaze sees that.
I have to go back.
I
to
don't
the
see
chat.
anything.
Okay. All right. Cool. Then I can whisper people. All
Okay,
right, go ahead. Sorry.
awesome.
Sorry. You guys go ahead.
I think we're giving away some BDO codes. So
No,
this
that
is
was
how
the
we're
next
going
on
to
the
give
deck,
away
but we
the
already did
codes,
it.
everybody. Oh wait, that was earlier.
We're past that.
There's some news. Do we
is.
want to talk about BDO at all? Like, have we already talked about what we want to talk about
Yeah,
there?
I think we're all like in just anticipation mode right now, right?
Well, are y'all going to play in the beta at all, or just wait till the
Yes.
game's
No,
released?
I'm going to mess around in the beta. I'm
Because
going to at
of
least
the
mess
whole-
around and kind of see if I can figure out what class I want to go at launch.
Yep,
That's a
same
good
here.
That's a good idea.
That is all I want to do. I want to play for however many. I don't know how fast you level in the game. I haven't had a chance to play any of the closed beta stuff, so I at least want to, hopefully, if everything goes well with the servers, check out however many levels it takes me on each character to get a feel for what they're going to be like through the game. Given the way the game's combat style is, I'm very anxious to get my hands on it. I
Right.
really, really want to see what that's like. I think that's what's selling me the most on wanting, like, and getting me hyped up about the game is after watching a couple videos explaining how, excuse me, how movement and how like keystrokes mattered in combat. Got me excited because I think we were talking a few episodes ago about the differences between like World of Warcraft style, like hotbar combat versus what other games are starting to do with more action oriented. And anymore, I have to have something more action oriented. And so it just seems like right after I say that, this game pops up into the ether, and then
And dual wielding huge axes, that didn't tickle your fancy any, did it?
a little bit.
Hearing from multiple people say just how good the action combat, has me super excited.
So yeah, we'll play around with it during beta and hopefully get a feel for what I want to create on launch. Jason, have you messed with the character creator at all?
I loaded up some today, and I didn't get a ton of time to mess around with it, but that thing looks great.
Yeah.
And the thing that surprises me the most is like looking at the I've been kind of having our countdown stream running on YouTube a lot, and it has the requirements listed for the minimum and the max, and like it's crazy to me just looking at the character creation, at least just how low end on a PC this thing can run, and
Right.
how good at least the characters look with high settings. Just
Right.
it's really surprising. I'm going to be interested to see just how this thing performs.
Like in real world setting with other characters and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
How
yeah.
how is it going to look / perform?
Right.
And there's people out there. I mean, I've seen some videos of people playing the
Korean.
Korean version, so it seems to run fine. I mean, that's crazy to me.
Yeah. No, I've seen people in beta just talk about how well optimized it seems, how good it runs. So
Just,
I'm looking.
I
I'm looking forward to that.
really
Still-
hope the servers hold on.
Yeah, that's the other question.
I still think we need to try to recreate the old cartoon D&D characters as a party. I think we can almost build that with the characters we have.
Probably.
Maybe not as cartoony now that I think about it, but reproductions of
You
stuff.
can make some really fucked up looking fools in that character creator.
Just don't do Drew Barrymore. It's just something with her chin. I don't know. It's like trying to do the Elephant Man probably wouldn't work. Like the Cher Elephant Man movie guy, dude.
That wasn't.
They
Elephant
both
Man.
have the same
That was
chin.
Rocky Dennis, man.
Yeah, but they both had the same, like, it's like the exact chin, and they don't have it in the game. It's like just a little too
Rocky
wide.
Dennis and Drew Barrymore have the same chin.
I think Rocky Dennis would be
Yes.
upset.
Hey,
Be what?
are y'all like Drew Barrymore haters? What's going on?
No, we're
Firestarter?
Rocky Dennis lovers.
Oh,
No.
well, that's cool.
It's okay to
All right.
like both.
I don't know. I think you've got to pick sides.
Is that what starts the
We should
next
all
great
just start
war?
tweeting Drew Barrymore this Rocky Dennis love and hate, and she'll be totally confused.
Yeah. Hashtag
Who the hell's Rocky Dennis?
Dennis?
I don't
Yeah.
even know that's who's that?
Oh,
So we do.
Anyway.
Do we have any more news, or can we get into cheating on MMOs?
We can do whatever we want.
I'm not-
apparently.
yeah,
I'm not
sorry.
used to this.
Just so you guys know, I did want to mention 3 of the codes that we gave out tonight, specifically Light Elk, Maven MP, and McBlight, got their codes from Cloaking Donkey. Cloaking Donkey is a YouTuber. He does quite a bit of really cool info on Camelot Unchained, actually. So he's actually was working on quite a few other giveaways, and he just didn't really have the time to do another giveaway, so he donated 3 codes for us to give away tonight, which was
Awesome.
really
Thank you.
awesome of him.
Very
Thank you, Cloaking
also
Donkey.
check him out as well. That's all I got.
Hidden Zebra. No, cloaking. That'd be Crouching Donkey, Hidden Zebra, wouldn't it? Anyways,
that's
I'd
fine.
say we skip news because I have actually not had the time to go over the news that was posted.
Mhm.
Let's go into cheating a little bit.
Yeah.
And if we have time, Shana wants to come back and talk about the news that she saw. So be it.
Yeah.
I think she's done.
I just want to talk
Jason,
about Firewatch.
I know.
That's-
I'm getting
yeah.
to you because you're just like on the edge of your seat. I can see you getting like
Yeah.
closer and closer to the camera because you want to talk about Firewatch.
Pretty much. So I've had my eye on this game since they announced it, or at least I saw it at like a Sony, I think E3 press conference, maybe like year before last,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe even before that, the year before that. I'm not sure, but I was super excited for this game. It came out this last Tuesday. I downloaded it and played it, and then played it and played it, and then didn't want to stop playing, and I beat it the same day. The game's fucking amazing. If you guys are into
Really?
story driven, like it's not a ton of game. It's mostly, there is some like kind of walking around and traversing and using items and kind of backtracking, but not like combat or anything like that.
It's more like interactive experience.
Yes, with fantastic voice acting, like the best I've heard in a very long time. And story to where I was the hair was standing up on the back of my neck multiple times. The game was freaking me the hell out. And I even thought when the game started, this game would be great in VR because you're a park ranger, you're walking around. But then 2/3 of the way through the game, I remember thinking, I don't know if I could handle this tension in VR. But it's really, really good. If you guys are all interested in story-driven stuff, and it's like $20, definitely recommend it.
I don't know. I want to see the story of it, but I don't know. I've always shied away from what was the one game?
Gone Home.
No, not
Oh.
well. Gone Home's another one, but I was
Gone
thinking
Home's
Dear
awesome.
Esther.
I never played Dear Esther.
Dear Esther was
Minecraft?
one that was interested in checking out too, but I actually have it. I own it, but I've never booted it up because I don't know, something about the lack of gaminess to a game. I get it, and I can see that as a different way as a different medium to express, but I don't know. When I sit down to play my games, I want to play games.
This is in the rare category to where I felt like this was a story that would have been a great movie. Like it wouldn't, it didn't, it was enhanced by being a video game, but it wasn't like crazy or enough to where it couldn't exist in another medium.
Mhm.
And it was like I couldn't leave. Like I had to see where the story was going, and I haven't felt that way in a video game in a very long time.
Right.
So and that's weird to me because it seems like if it doesn't have enough story to enough to drive like a movie, but it's
I think it does have it. I think it does have enough. I think it could be a movie.
Okay, well, and I guess that's my thing. It's like I want to see my stories. I don't know. I've always never really, and that's why I play MMOs probably more than single player games. Like I've never really had an experience in a game where I've just been like, man, that was just such an awesome story. I would rather just watch a good movie, I guess. And get my story or read a book.
I think it helped that this was like I beat it in I think 3 hours, maybe 4.
That was the entire thing in 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Is it like hard to talk about it without giving away stuff?
Yeah.
Don't give away any spoilers because that's a game I do want to play.
I'm not. The other thing I will say, JBJ Blaze was saying, did you tear up during the intro? It has one of the best introductions to a game I've ever played.
Really?
Yeah, like just the whole first like 5 minutes is incredible, but in a way that isn't hard to do. Like anybody could have done it. It wasn't like the production values weren't crazy there. It was just the choice that they made and how they introduce you to that world it was phenomenal. I loved it.
It almost makes me want to play it hearing you talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not like like you said, if you're mostly in MMOs, and like I don't know if this will change it. Yeah.
Well, and I'm trying to branch out. Like I got Tomb Raider. It's actually installed on my computer. I've yet to play it.
The new one.
The new one. But my whole intention was to play it and like stream it and like do stuff and whole new world with brand new non-MMO games. Actually, on our other show, the BitPad, we actually have a new segment about me playing non-MMO games, and so I got to report tonight that I didn't play any. So that was fun.
This is a great podcast.
So, and then I was like, and BDO's coming out. So if I don't get something in before that, it will probably be a while.
Mm-hmm. I guess the whole back to the like narrative and like interactive experience thing. I guess it's a weird stance for me to take. Like the more I'm thinking about it as you guys are talking about it, Firewatch, because I can remember being a kid and thinking this is the future. This is the way like stories will be told. But now as I'm older, I feel weird that I'm shying away from wanting to experience that.
From what I know of your taste, and I could be wrong because video games are so wild. Like it's hard to predict what someone would like.
Mm-hmm.
I really think you would like it.
Yeah.
And I know part of your taste in stories. I don't think this is going to upset that.
Okay.
I don't want to get into more details, but I think you know what I think you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
You're not going to be bummed out or uncomfortable by certain parts of the story.
Okay. Yeah.
That scared you off of other story-driven games.
Yeah, I guess if it's anything that's going to upset me in certain ways.
No, it is not going to do that at all. It's going to freak you out and kind of make you feel like, oh shit, but it's not going to bum you out in that way.
Okay.
Are we referencing the Slenderman incident here?
Oh,
no.
Just the fact that like the actual controlling certain things that I don't want to be a part of. So,
yeah. And like Slurms has a hard time, like anytime with like kids are involved or anything like that, like
Yeah.
that none of that plays into it here.
Oh, that bothers me too. You know that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's good. That's good to hear.
Like
But
press
one
X
thing
to Jason stuff.
one thing I do like a lot is tanks.
I've heard that.
I do like tanks. And my son saw an advertisement on TV for World of Tanks, and it's been a long time since I've played World of Tanks. And I started playing World of Tanks again this week because I like tanks.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
I sure did. I still have never spent money in that game, but
Did it change a lot from when you played last time?
I don't remember there being a like high def texture pack, and that was an optional thing to download this time, and I did, and it looks really fucking good. And I can't remember if that was there before, but yeah, I think the game looks better than I remember, and it still is the exact same game. Still not going to spend any money on it, but it's stupid fun to jump into, play a quick few matches. It's a game that kind of like an MMO. I like to have other things on in the background while I'm playing it. So like it's a good one to throw some music onto while you play, or throw episodes of Always Sunny in Philadelphia or Mystery Science Theater or whatever it may be that you're into. It's nice to just veg out and do that and shoot some shit.
Yeah, I played that. I think I downloaded it on the old computer, and it was such a big download that I didn't have room on my hard drive back then. But I remember not
wow.
hating it. Well, yeah, I was really cramped for space. There was so much porn on that other computer. I remember thinking that, like,
Tank porn, oddly enough.
Yeah, which was really strange. Like, I got a boner whenever I played the game. But I remember thinking that, like, this game is way better than I ever thought it would be.
Right, and that's the exact same feeling I had when I first played it, is that you see all the advertisements and you're like, okay, it's one of these, but it does a really great job at straddling the fine line between just completely dumb action and like a little bit of realism.
Yeah.
So it's not like it takes enough into consideration as far as like where you're getting damaged and the crew that you have inside. And I'm guessing, I don't know how much physics is actually involved in it, but seemingly physics play somewhat of a role. But there's also some RNG, I think, with the shots, but I am not into the game enough to actually look up that stuff to see how valid my guesses are. But it's again, it's an action game where you can throw like 12 on 12 of tanks from mixed decades. So whatever.
There's no way to like play multiplayer in one tank, like where you're driving and I'm shooting, right?
Nope, not that I've ever heard.
Cool.
That's what I need, because I sucked really bad at that game, and so I hate it. Because I would die like in 2 seconds and then just sit there watching everybody else have fun and play.
You know what game that was available in, Jason? It was World War II Online.
I heard about. Is that game still up?
I don't know, but now that I've said it out loud, I actually am curious to see if it is.
Uh-oh.
I remember always hearing about that game and always wanting to try it, but I never did.
I had some really interesting moments in that game.
Yeah.
But it was also like, okay, you know, if you've ever played like the Battlefield series of games, and then running for so long, or finally getting into a vehicle, then going so far to get into the action and then immediately dying, and how much of a bummer that was.
Yeah.
Imagine like hopping on the side of somebody's tank and riding with them for, I don't know, 45 minutes, and then finally getting to where their fight was, and then getting shot, one shot killed.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like DayZ.
I have a question.
That's it. Yeah.
Shannon's piping in with a question.
I have a question. I have two people, Schoolboy Nyack and Destruction Lull, who I haven't been able to get a hold of to give them their codes. What do I do? Give them a few more minutes and then
Yeah,
give them out?
You threw it out here, see if they pop up in chat in the next couple minutes.
I said it in chat, and then I'm saying, yeah, like I interrupted the whole show, so, okay.
And then, if not, yeah, you can
speak up in the chat. Let us
figure
know
that out.
Okay. Otherwise, I'll give it a few more minutes, and then we'll just give it to someone else who's in the chat room at the moment. Okay.
Yep.
Sounds
Okay.
like a plan. No, I did play World of Planes,
Did you?
and it was a lot of fun. But it was kind of like, download it and play it like 2 nights. It wasn't like
Can you use a flight stick for that?
I'm sure you can. I didn't at the time.
I got this flight stick right here.
And now it's like, now I got to find some games that I can use it on. So have you been playing any more Elite?
Yeah, I've been playing some of that.
I got to get back in there.
I am kind of like right now, like I've been messing around with it, but I'm kind of holding until, because my Rift is not that far away, and I really want to play that game with that. So I'm kind of like that's on the back burner until I get that. I'm hoping that thing ships sooner than is estimated.
So a Rift?
I think they do such things.
Yeah, I
Oculus?
pre-ordered a Oculus Rift.
Oh, Oculus. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
A lot of typing going on over there, sir.
Me?
I'm sorry, him.
Oh.
Brent.
Oh, no, I'm not typing.
I'm typing like a fiend because I'm.
Oh, that's you.
I'm sorry. I'm typing too hard. I'll keep it down. My apologies.
It's that new awesome mic picking up.
It is. It never picked it up before.
That
Sorry
switch
about
on the mic.
This is a pretty different show. We're
Why?
not used to doing giveaways.
Yeah. But you guys just chatted.
We're
through it,
normally
right?
giving away the info, right? Like,
Yeah.
normally you're
yeah.
listening to
Wasn't really
we're
a
giving away the
whole
entertainment.
thing,
And
so.
this week we're giving away the keystrokes.
All those
But-
thuds.
I did, but what else did I play? Like I was saying, did I say something about WoW? Yeah, and I didn't talk about it. But I
Flying.
got flying in WoW. My son, I say I got flying. This is what you have children for. My son got us flying because we have a shared BattleNet account, and if it works, like if one person does all the achievements, but it's so stupid. You've got to get all these achievements to get flying, just to fly, and it's a whole new game when you can fly. Like,
Yeah.
just it's so much better of a game, even though it's still the same game. So I've been doing like the Navy missions, trying to just see where that goes. For some reason,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just kind of that daily login and
The
do your
Navy?
missions. Yeah, you have like a little naval base now that you can do missions from, and you have submarines and.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's a lot less interesting than I'm making it sound, I'm sure.
Okay. Is it just like more garrison stuff?
Exactly. I mean, it is.
Okay.
Did you do any of the like the regular missions that you send the people out on?
I think so, yeah.
It's just like that, except for it's down like where you start and you see like docks, and when you make new boats, like the people running around your garrison, the boats are actually in your shipyard. But the actual missions run just like the other one. You click on the table, you pick a thing on the map, and they go and do it in 14 hours, and then come back and tell you how it went.
So it's just an extension of.
Yeah,
That sounds not great.
yeah,
Ugh.
yeah.
Ugh.
But and here's my thing. I want to see what they do in the expansion, if they shut off the garrison, or like, because like in the past you could still kind of go do the crap, it just wasn't worth it.
Right.
But how the garrison's kind of set up, you can actually make a lot of money from it. So I'm wondering how that's going to work in like future expansions, if they're going to like, oh well, we're going to have to stop this.
Does somebody come by and bomb your garrison?
They should.
So it's just destroyed and everybody has to start over somewhere. Garrison 2.0.
Oh, that won't
AKA
do the
Garrison
garrison
Keeler.
again. That is my biggest problem with World of Warcraft, is they never take an idea that they do in one expansion and actually build on it in the next one. They just go to the like guild achievements and the guild stuff. Like, what an awesome way to actually make you want to play with your friends, is like build on that guild environment and achievements with your guild and getting things with the guild and building up your guild levels.
Mm-hmm.
Never again. They just take stuff away. They're like, no,
Yeah.
that makes the expansion too easy, so we're gonna just remove that ability. But it's like, again, the farms, the garrisons, like everything they put in there, it's just for that expansion. That's it.
It's a bummer.
Kind of annoying.
Yeah, it's almost, I don't know. As more of a WoW player than I am, does that tell you or show you that maybe their sight is only as far as the next expansion? They're never thinking past that.
I think it's the opposite. I think they've thought so far ahead, like 3 expansions ahead, that stuff doesn't travel through. They like come up with the ideas of these expansions, but they don't know how the other one's going to work yet, as they're already working on the next expansion. So it's hard to like say, yes, we're going to bring that thing into the next expansion before they know if it's going to work or not. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But they've already fleshed out that. I mean, at least that's what they say, is they're working 3 expansions ahead, and that's the only way I can kind of make that make sense.
Well, cool. I really don't have any other news to talk about tonight.
Okay, just wanted to remind people, congrats to our 15 winners. We were able to give out all 15 codes tonight, and
Good.
we do have 5 more codes. So, like I said before, all you have to do is email us at our email address, email.themomoshow@gmail.com by noon on February 17th, noon Eastern Standard Time, that is, and we will email the winners within 3 hours. Yes, you can download the client. If
3 hours of that cutoff date.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can people were getting confused because they thought it was February 16th for the beta. You can start downloading the beta on February 16th, but the actual beta doesn't start until February 18th. So that is the issue there. They're letting people download it, 2 days before it's available, which is smart because then you don't have people hammering your system.
Yep.
Right when they're trying to get in. So anyway, that's all I have. What I miss? We ready to start? The show?
Yeah. Did you?
Sam, what are you
show's
drinking
over.
tonight?
I don't want to do giveaways anymore. It was really fun. Like people were really nice, and I didn't actually get to reply to anybody. People were replying thank yous, letting me know the codes worked and stuff, and that's fantastic. I wasn't worried about the codes because we got the majority of our codes we got straight from Black Desert, so wasn't concerned about that.
So yeah, it was a little unorthodox and different of a setup as we typically have for the show.
Yeah.
So if this is your first time listening to us, apologies for the mess. And it's usually
Was it a mess? You guys did good, probably.
Sure.
You just
The
you'll
show
find out.
usually goes much smoother when Shannon has the helm.
Oh, I'm sure you did fine, Slurms.
And I'd like to say that everybody on Reddit was very nice, and I'm sorry I posted it right before, or right. Well, you saw when everybody started piling in. That's how fast the Reddit acts. But they're really nice on the forums, and someone was actually there, like telling them when they were doing the thing, and like telling them not
That's
Oh,
cool. Yeah,
to bug us basically with like when's it gonna be and stuff. So
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So thank you for anybody that came from that neck of the woods.
We didn't do it in an automated fashion, and maybe we will in the future. We just, we only had a few codes, so it didn't seem like it was going to be that big of a deal. But we did get quite a few more people in here than we normally do. I think the last time we gave out codes, we had more codes than people showed up. We had 4
We had,
I think it was for ArcAge.
It might have been. We had like
It's
what
been a
7 or
while.
8 codes and
we had 4
5 people.
We had 4 people show
4.
up, I think, and none of them needed the codes. All of them had pre-ordered or weren't interested. Like,
Hey, do you know anybody? Can I give
Like,
you the code and you give it to
so
them?
we ended up like just going on our Twitter and just spamming them out because we just wanted to give them away to people. Like we wanted people to use them. So we weren't really thinking like an automated thing was going to be necessary. We were really hoping we had 50 people show up to give out the codes too. So really glad it all worked out and we were able to give them away.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is that the last time we gave out codes, it was for ArcAge. I really hope that this time that we give out codes doesn't go the way ArcAge did.
I
Why? Were you
enjoyed
bummed with the way
ArcAge.
it turned out?
No.
Briefly.
oh, we should go back and play that one.
No.
That's not in my rotation.
No, that's not in the
Oh,
rotation.
weird.
Shut up, Hardways. I'll take away your moderator stat.
That you didn't know you had.
Yeah.
And I just want to say
didn't
thank
know
you for your job tonight as a moderator. We really appreciate it.
You did a
Oh,
good
thank
job.
you. Oh, her.
And Shannon for running the contest too. Very,
Sorry
very
if my typing
fine
was
job.
really loud. I generally try to keep that quiet. I'll mess with my it's a brand new mic. I just plugged it in right before the contest. So
That big orange that you're talking into.
yeah, it's brand new and it's not hooked up right at all. I think it's gonna fall and break. So.
It's
Oh,
if you must, they do make shock mounts, as odd as it is for those. Or what I have to do is I actually have to mount my microphone thing on a different table because it just travels up that arm.
Okay.
It's really all that's happening. So if you mount that on a different table or get the shock mount, it will clear that up.
All right.
Like completely.
Yeah.
So
I have it on the setting number 1, which I was told would not pick up keyboard stuff, and I have the quietest keyboard ever. Sorry, I
Still picked it up.
I was a lot. Was it terrible? A lot of editing for.
No, just that one part.
Okay, I was typing pretty hard because I was typing really fast. So I get frantic.
We could see your arms like up in the air.
Flailing like a muppet over here.
You look like Kermit.
Yeah. Let's see. Do we have?
So Adnan Sayed. Anybody?
Oh no, not here, Brent.
Okay,
No.
sorry.
What?
We'll take it to our private Slack.
We do it. Yeah. Anyone wants to just chat randomly throughout the week? You can always catch us on our Discord. I don't know where we got. I didn't bring that though.
So, but I
Jesus.
did look at this news story. I looked at this Blizzard
I'll go get it.
Q4 financial thing.
What?
Do you know how many people are playing like Hearthstone?
4.
40
5.
million.
Yeah.
What?
It's huge.
And
Awesome.
25
Is it?
million in well, that's Destiny.
Oops.
But yeah, so if 40 million people are playing that, do they really care about their 5 million playing WoW?
No, I heard on some
They
podcasts
care.
this
I mean,
past
that's a lot of
week
money, too.
that there is like hypothesis or thoughts that is that like the number one money maker at Blizzard right now over WoW.
I bet easily.
Hearthstone?
Yeah.
It might be, yeah.
You got to remember, not everyone playing WoW is paying a sub anymore.
No, I'm
You
not
know?
disagreeing with it.
Yeah.
I just that's crazy.
Well, and the one thing with WoW though is even though they're not paying, and this is the odd thing is they're actually making more money off that sub because the sub is costing $20 instead of $15. And unless they're lying, see, I have this tinfoil hat that they're lying. They say that it's a 1-for-1 that someone has to buy the token that they're selling for gold. I think they're just selling gold. And like, if you want to buy a token, whatever. And then we'll put them up on the market. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Brent,
Yeah.
I think you should make a tinfoil hat, and then anytime you start getting all conspiracy theory, you need to actually like put it on, and then does he have
Or just
one?
do it like a fake one over the green screen.
Yeah, how come
It's
there's no
close.
green screen tonight? I missed all the fireworks and the
What
singing.
are you talking about?
That was cool. That is cool.
I can get a tinfoil. Now I don't know where my mouth is. Holy crap. What just happened?
You're eating your microphone.
All right.
Yeah, I guess I could.
Are we
just
gonna go
find
into after party?
hat.
Can
I think we should.
Can I do a quick little outro bit?
Sure, hit it.
All right. Let me make sure we don't have any messages.
Do you want me to beatbox while you do
Wait,
this?
I think we have a message in our Tumblr, ladies and gentlemen.
Bullshit.
Yeah, we do, and it is from JBJ Blaze, of course, though.
Hey, don't say though.
Well,
That's a quality
because
comment.
It is quality
No.
comment, but he's like our best fan.
You need to get that motherfucker a T-shirt.
We do.
Did we get him a beta key?
We need to give him a copy of the
He
home
did
kit.
not win. He was. I did not pick people's names. I actually went through. I was trying to be ethical. We were supposed to give them away, and so I wanted to make sure we gave them away and not like picked favorites and stuff.
Well, that's what happens when you're ethical.
I think a lot of great people got codes, so it's okay. Anyway,
But what?
um,
Never mind. Not gonna say.
JBJ Play says, well,
I'm going to
hello-
put on my tinfoil hat here.
All right.
Say,
He says, well, hello there. This is JBJ Blaze, and I was wondering if you have a personal limit regarding what you spend on a singular MMO, whether initially, via subscription, or in-game purchases. Thanks for the great show, and bye-bye.
Oh
don't wanna
man, that's a
answer that.
multifaceted
That is
question.
an awesome question, though. I can answer that. I have no limit. depending on the game.
She's like Master P.
Star Wars. I bought that collector's edition. I had that stupid everything. The box.
Darth
was like-
Malgus.
oh my god,
statue.
the box was huge. And can I find my authenticator that came with it? No.
I have mine right here.
I still have the box though. It's downstairs in the basement. It might still be in there. Who knows? But yeah, no. If I like an
Yeah, there's
IP,
Darth Malgus. Yeah.
I'm looking forward
Look
to
how
it.
stupidly expensive I am.
I gave mine to my coworker.
I'm not worth it.
But I will say I did not buy, and it was hard. It was really hard. But I did not buy the most expensive version of Black Desert. I bought the $50 one, not the one. I could not bring myself to buy the $100 one. Not for just
Well, that was their fault.
not for just 2 more days of Head Start, which is really all I wanted. I just wanted the Head Start. So I can't really justify $25 a day for Head Start, especially when I've been in Head Starts in the past. Not with this company, mind you, but in the past where you can't get in, for hours and hours and hours, and you'll waste like 8 hours trying to figure out what's going on, and I just can't spend that on a Head Start. So, and especially when that's all I wanted out of it. So,
But
anyway.
then how about after you've purchased the game and you're in? Do you limit yourself as to like how much money you spend a month like in like
Yeah.
the in-game stores?
Guild Wars 2, my monthly limit is $15 because that is what I would pay for a sub, unless it's something really cool. And how I figure out like how much I'm gonna spend is I think about, did Jabberant spend any money on games this month?
I like how I have this theory that
He's
she
not
has like
gonna
this.
yell at me.
I have this theory that she has this like personal contract written up that actually says that like the bylines of like unless it's something cool.
Yeah. Well, then it goes in this other category with no formula.
Yeah,
Section
so,
B,
and
subsection 22.
and I will pay a subscription as long as I am playing a game.
You can write that off, that section.
Like, if I play Star Wars The Old Republic, I pay the subscription because I don't want to be limited. And that goes
Right.
for pretty much any game that has that. I rarely play the free version if they have a subscription and it's worth it. If, it's worthwhile.
But
That's
not
it. That's mine.
worthwhile, Star.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't explain that one. All right, I answered my question. Steve, what's your answer?
I'm cheap.
I know you are. So
Yeah.
it's like painful, people, to get him in a game.
Yeah. I did actually fork over the 50 for the Explorers version of Black Desert Online though.
Nice.
And
Excited
mostly
we're all
because of
gonna get in on the first
Why?
day.
Why? What did you want?
I want that horse whistle.
It doesn't. It just calls the horse to you.
I don't want to have to
horse
chase
whistle.
my freaking horse.
Yeah. You don't want to spend precious time hunting down that dumb horse.
Yeah.
Nope.
You
Just
know,
gonna
you can call-
tweet.
You can call the horse without the whistle, just not from that big of a distance.
I don't care. I got a horse whistle.
I am going to purposefully leave my horse somewhere that no one in his right mind would. Maybe even ride on someone else's horse to get as far away as possible, and then pull up my whistle.
That's not
Because in your mind, it will run
horse.
across the land. Like,
Yes.
Galloping in there.
you want to wait till there's a
Myself, I
couple
try
like
you.
there's a couple ne'er-do-wells around your horse ready to steal it, and then you call it and it just like takes off.
You're just pulling this from Batman, aren't you?
Yeah, pretty much. They're hanging around the Batmobile
I got the
until
horses.
Brent calls it in.
Just inside.
If you can name your horse, you should call it Batmobile.
You should have the horse like modify it so it sprays out paint or whatever on people.
I thought
It
we
takes
were going to
off.
be the glue factory. Go around killing people's horses. And
That's
then I'll
true.
blow my whistle and then ride off on mine.
We're gonna name our guild the Glue Factory and go around killing horses.
Whistles and glue. Whistles and glue. That's us. Wag. Like the horse's tail.
For me, like in back to the monetary spending on MMO stuffs, I have a hard time even paying the subs for games anymore. Sometimes I will if I really like Final Fantasy 14. When I was getting into that, you have to play, or you have to pay. I'm sorry, the subscription to play that. So yeah, when I got really in the mood to play it again, I wound up paying the subscription. But if there's an option not to, I typically take the option not to, unless it's really restrictive. But as far as in-game store stuff, I I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive the only game that I have spent any money on in-game was Guild Wars 2.
Yeah,
Jason, what's your
I
limit?
spent quite a bit in that game.
What's your limit though? Like, how much will you spend on buying an MMO? I think.
Me?
No, Jason.
Oh, sorry.
Totally. I'm
You-
sorry. Were you? I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
No, I am done. I
Okay,
just
yeah.
go for it, Jason.
Oh, what do you mean though? Like
What is the
one-time
most?
purchase?
Yeah. What is the most you'll spend initially on an MMO? Like
Oh, so-
any.
To play it?
Yeah, like to buy it. Like to buy an MMO. What the hell?
I think nowadays, like probably 75 if I'm really, really, really.
You've spent more than that.
Well,
Well,
but
you
he's
just-
saying now,
Yeah.
All right.
given past transgressions.
Yeah. Okay.
Those, those have taught me some things.
What is the most you've ever spent?
I don't want to talk about it.
Because I know there was a lifetime purchase for one of the
Oh.
games.
I never bought a lifetime membership.
Did you get a TiVo?
Star Trek Online.
I never bought a lifetime in that.
What was that you bought 6 months then in advance or something?
Yeah, I never.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Which
Yeah.
seems like a lifetime to me.
that was like 6.
That's about how long it lasted, right? Oh no, wait, that's still around. Never mind.
It's still around.
Hey, I had a great. Do you know how many hours I've played that game?
He did. He stuck with it a
Like
long
10.
time. No, he stuck with it a long time.
I'm gonna pull it up on Steam, and then it's more than that too. But no, I bought a 6-month, and I think it was like $60. It wasn't that much. And I played it for that 6 months. I really liked my time in that game, but I never bought a lifetime membership.
Hmm.
You motherfuckers, hold on. I'm gonna look up.
And what is
Serious
your, what
business.
is your stance on paying in a cash shop then? Like, how do you feel about that per month?
Like just like Slurms. I've done it. I've done it with Guild Wars 2 multiple times. I don't really. Okay, and Steam in Star Trek, which I played plenty before this, I have 300 hours on record.
Wow.
And you
And
played
I-
it before it was.
That's a
Yeah, I played lots before that, so I feel like I got my money's worth with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's judging you.
Well, I kind of was.
Yeah, I am. But internally
I'm not judging.
judging.
Not judging.
Brent, what is the most you'll spend on an MMO for purchase? Like the first flat out purchase part.
It
It
I was
depends
gonna
on the
say
IP, right?
the most I've ever spent is for the stupid EverQuest, which was what $100 I think for the. Oh, what was it called? I can't even remember the stupid name of
It's very
the
important
EverQuest.
to you.
EverQuest Next.
Okay.
Oh,
And
Oh, the landmark.
yeah, the landmark
Oh,
edition.
I
like
got
the
that as
full-on
a gift.
thing.
Yeah, $100, man, and I never log into that thing.
And man, when he said you could get your refund, like I thought hard about it.
They
But,
said here's your refund, and I'm like, no, I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, and that like EverQuest was like it was my MMO like first, and
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
so I was hoping it would, but anyway, so that was probably the most. I mean I get like the collector's edition for like WoW, and I had like every one until like Draenor, just because it was like on your shelf you want to like you have the first ones, you can't stop that train of boxes. I've thrown them all out. I threw out all the boxes. I don't even have the collector's edition box anymore.
Oh.
But-
We have a closet full of those boxes downstairs. Yeah.
yeah. It's just I don't know. So I would say like it just depends. Like it depends what it's going to come with. It's got to come with like a pet or a mount.
I deeply regretted not buying the collector's edition for World of Warcraft, and that has been like my reason for buying every collector's edition I've ever bought since. It's like, but I really wish I had that panda.
Right.
That little pet you got.
Right. And I'll usually like I try to keep it to like one paid subscription a month. And then it's like, the other ones, and it's like I'll buy like bank space kind of stuff. But I try not to like make it a monthly thing. It's just like, just make, the crap that normally I just like, oh God, I don't want to have to just run out of space all the time or
Yeah.
something like that. I kind of do. And then, if I see a pet and I'm like, that's a badass pet. Like, if I see things, I'll get it. But I
Yes,
try
it-
not to spend.
You have the if it's cool clause too.
Yeah. Like I'm not going to go, I'm spending $15 this month because that's how much it would cost me normally.
Mm-hmm.
But if I see something that's $30 and it's really, really cool, then I may buy it.
Yeah. Then you're like, oh, I probably haven't bought anything in a while, so fine.
But, like Star Wars was probably my last, like, paying for that month was the last kind of paid thing I've done. And I feel like, why? What did I?
I think my last paid subscription was Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
That I
And I
did.
missed that game.
That's a good game.
Had a really
We had a
cool
good time in that.
red jacket.
But we're not. No. We're gonna stick with Black Desert.
Black Desert is coming in just.
I know. We'll start getting nostalgic on a whim, and then that's it. We're all on this other.
So
thing.
EverQuest, everybody want to jump in on?
EverQuest next when it comes out. When
That's not. That's so vaporware.
it
That's
is
never
not.
coming.
It is not gonna happen. All right.
All right.
Listener feedback. Thank you that we had some. Loved it. That was a good question to tackle. And I would say, everyone, go ahead and email us and let us know your deep, dark thoughts at email.themmoshow@gmail.com. If you are entering the contest, please specify that you are entering the BDO raffle for the beta keys. If you want to ask us a question and you want to go totally anonymous, you can message us through our Tumblr at themmoshow.tumblr.com. Until next week, where can people find you, Brent?
Add Print Copeland.
Okay, how about you, Jason?
At Jabberant,
And
2 B's, 1 R
and,
on Twitter.com.
and Steve.
Slurp. There's no .com for you.
No, he's just interrupting you on purpose to
That's
be a
great.
turd.
Slurms.com.
And awesome. All of your shenanigans can be found there, I assume.
Yes.
Awesome.
Links to everything I do on the internet. And you, Shannon.
You can find me on Twitter at Zellybelly, Zlibli. And you can also find me occasionally on the Game On podcast with the MMORPG.com folks. You can follow the whole show at our Twitter at the MMO Show. We're on like Instagram and all that other crap too.
Mm-hmm. MMO Show or themmoshow.com.
Yeah, that's our website. So, Steve, take us out.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's it. That's a show.
He's always so rude about it.
I love it.
Right?
He says it so smooth, though. I love it.
Said like a
Fuck it.
pro.
Put you to bed. Let's log off.
Show is in the can. Thanks for listening to the MMO Show. Questions, comments, feedback, errors, etc. can be sent to email.themmoshow@gmail.com. We invite you to write a review on iTunes, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and various other social media at The MMO Show, and visit our website at themmoshow.com. I don't know if I'm into this anymore.
Now let's just cancel it.
Yeah.
This podcast is part of the Game and Entertainment Network. Visit tgenetwork.net to find the latest episodes from all our shows.
I felt. Where'd Jason go?
I'm right here.
He's done
You're done with
lingering.
the camera.
I just got to get nude. I always have to get nude right after the show.
That's true.
And-
That's his thing. Let me turn off some of
I've
this.
had people complain, but I got to do it.
I appreciate you turning off your camera.
This thing's gotta breathe.
It's I think I can turn on a YouTube here.
Oh boy, these
So-
pants are constricting.
Good lord. YouTube.
How do you live with that?